Once you've satisfied your hunger, get ready for more of the hottest casino games in Vegas. Our 24-hour, 30-table non-smoking poker room proudly hosts all the most popular poker games with a variety of betting limits. Visit the poker room for a schedule of daily tournaments. Whether you're going to hold 'em or fold 'em, the best place for poker is at South Point Casino. You'll notice that our craps tables are usually the loudest in the casino. If you've never played, join one of our free craps lessons to find out what makes this game so exciting. Check with the craps dealer for schedules and give it a roll. Bingo is also an exciting way to spend your time. We offer 7 sessions of bingo every day. Bingo! And each session includes a cash ball jackpot, 12 bingo games, a progressive double action game, and a $10,000 bonus coverall. Electronic units are available. If you haven't played bingo with us, give it a try today. Guests can also get in on the action at our one-of-a-kind race and sports books. 2 separate rooms designed to maximize your experience and comfort. Our sports book, with over 400 seats, puts you right in the middle of the action, 24 hours a day. The friendly ticket writers are happy to help, and it's conveniently located next to the famous Del Mar Deli, where you'll find supersized portions of delicious deli items like roast beef, pastrami, and Reuben sandwiches, or soups, salads, and pizza, plus spectacular desserts fit for a king. And right next door is the race book, over 150 seats, each with its own TV screen. There are 16 interactive player terminals, so you can bet right from your seat.
All right, I usually do an opening joke here, but I can't top what Snoop Dogg did last night, so go ahead, roll the comedy gold.
For a long, long time. I mean, I remember back when the Cowboys was good. I remember back when the Chiefs was bad. And I remember, what was it? Bill Belichick's girlfriend wasn't even born yet.
Yes, she was Bill's designated driver last night. Not because Bill doesn't want to drive at night, but because she's not old enough to drink. Welcome to South Point Studios, ladies and gentlemen, and our new desk, show number 2. It's 51 and a half hours until kickoff of Super Bowl 59, which means it's around 53 hours until your uncle turns to you and says, "Who the hell's Kendrick Lamar?" Thanks for searching YouTube to watch the show. My mom watches every day, yet understands very little. Punchlines. It's a program that's a mix of sports, comedy, conversation, viral videos, and educated gambling advice. I'm your host, Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. On the show, at the back end of the program, sportsbook director here. He's had a busy week, busy 2 weeks, gearing up for the big game on Sunday. Chris Andrews will be here to do his Judge Chris Andrews segment with me and the co-host. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, sitting to my right, very closely, I might add, a man who has never left the show without making me laugh out loud at least once per show. No pressure, Jeff. Host of Sports by the Book, and we need to figure out when we're going to do our 3-point challenge. Jeff Parles, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
We're not that close. We'll be closer later.
Okay, well, let's see. We're, again, show number 2 here with the new setup. And yesterday, Matt and I were very close yesterday. We were very close.
Well, I mean,
there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
Makes sense, yeah. But now I like this. I like we're a little farther apart.
I have enough distance where
to lob a flag. You can lob the flag.
And I'm not hitting you automatically in the face.
But look how sharp that shot is. I love seeing the blue felt. There you go. I promised I would wear red for the Chiefs yesterday and today. I have gold pants on, and I can stand up here. Look at this. So I thought these were more yellow.
That's not gold.
It's gold. And what are these? Mustard? Dark mustard? Yellow? I don't know. But we tried to. I'm trying to.
Those are the variation of khaki.
No, they're like gold.
I know you love khakis. We know that.
I love the Jim Harbaugh khakis. Probably the word. We're coming up on the year anniversary of that.
That is still your finest hour.
We're going to have to show that clip on the opening day of March Madness.
That's fine.
We'll get back to that. Oh, my God.
We'll make sure you're in a neutral state of mind also.
I had a random curveball to throw at you. I don't know why. I just have it here. Jeff, what is your favorite hot wing place in Vegas? Do you have a favorite place?
Oh, wow.
Are you a wings guy?
Yeah, but I don't go out of my way to get wings. Like if I get wings, like I'll there's
BW3s.
There's a B-Dubs that was legitimately a half a mile from the previous place.
Okay.
So it was easy, but I'm not going to go out of. But I will say, Amore's Taste of Chicago, which is one of the better deep dish Chicago, and they also have the Chicago Tavern pizza as well, which is really good. They have very good wings.
Okay,
so that is. Again, not a traditional wing place.
Well,
but
I'm just curious. The Super Bowl's coming up. Wingstop seems to be, it's close by, and it seems to be pretty good. I'm not minding it.
Yeah, just give them time if you go to Wingstop.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of food, let's take a look at today's punch menu. Let's see what we got on the show. So much going on, ladies and gentlemen.
May I take your order?
We have Jameis Winston with an incomplete pass to board a boat in the comedy clip of the day. We offer some gambling advice in our picks at 12:36, which we've kind of retitled this week, Prop Picks at 12:36. I have a couple. Jeff will have some picks. We'll talk about the big game, some viral videos, and we'll have a lot of conversation betwixt Jeff and I, and then Chris Andrews in the second half of the show. We end with Kenny White's Dog of the Day, and then a cute dog clip. So that's always fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for an absolutely loaded segment of the show, top of show breaking video. Here we go, Jeff. All right, so a lot happened last night. You think, well, the Super Bowl Sunday, there's no NFL action. Oh, no, there is, Jeff. Last night they had the NFL Honors Program. Did you watch any of that?
No.
Yeah.
I saw some of the clips on social media, but wings did not go out of my way to go to do that.
So I went to the NFL Network, right? So I go, I'm going to dial up NFL Network. I put it on. It's blacked out in the area. I'm kind of upset. I'm like, whatever. Didn't realize it was just on Fox. So that was a more of a MP than a YP. But I watched some of the show at the end once I realized it was on Fox. But I have a video right now to show you who won all the prestigious awards: MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, I actually like this call. So anyway, roll it. Here we go, Jeff. You can see all these winners here. Here come the winners. NFL honors. So the big one, Josh Allen won MVP. Deserve it or not deserve it. Saquon Barkley, Offensive Player of the Year. Is that PS2 there?
Yeah, that's PS2.
PS2 got Defensive Player of the Year. I thought that was a good choice. Jayden Daniels, no-brainer. Then you had Jared Verse, Rookie of the Year. Joe Burrow, his second comeback Player of the Year, I think. He's won it twice. That's very strange that he won it twice. I thought they changed the rule to where you had to be hurt.
He was.
Last year?
Yeah, remember?
His wrist. That's right. Okay. Yeah, because it used to be...
Missed 2 months, yeah.
That's right. It used to be just an amazing story.
If it was the congratulations, you have come back from sucking award like it was for a while.
Right.
Sam Darnold would have won the thing pretty easily.
Would have won it hands down. But now it had to be injury. That's right.
Darnold finished third in the voting. Yeah. But I don't know.
Where is Sam Darnold quarterback next year?
The Minnesota Vikings.
You think so? They hold on to him?
They're stuck.
They can't be. J.J. McCarthy's. He needs a year.
They're stuck.
Yeah.
I think and also for Darnold, like, he's so much better with real coaching. And then the pumpkin turned back into the pumpkin at midnight,
right?
As we know,
right?
But I think he's the week one starter for Minnesota next year. But we'll see.
Kevin O'Connell, I think he won Coach of the Year. He won Coach of the Year, and it was presented by Bill Belichick, who he drafted him in the third round.
You didn't know that?
I remembered he was a Patriot, but I didn't realize he was a third round pick.
I didn't realize that. I forgot
because Bill Belichick. That's what he goes.
Kevin O'Connell was a Jet and a Patriot.
Yeah, he goes here. He was my third round pick, Kevin O'Connell. So that was good. Ben Johnson, the new coach of the Chicago Bears, got assistant of the year, and man of the year was Eric Armstrong, or I think it wasn't Cam Hayward. That's all I know.
Eric Armstrong from
Eric Armstrong. Yeah, and it wasn't Cameron Dicker. I know Cameron Dicker was pushing hard for that. He didn't get it.
You mean Armstead? You mean
Armstead? Did I say Armstrong?
Yeah, former Niner now with the Jags.
There you go. So this is what I really want to talk about: the Hall of Fame class. Now, I of course have been very upset that Hines Ward has not made the Hall of Fame yet. So you and I had talked about the Hall of Fame and who we thought were guarantees. Let's show the 4 that did make it. So here you go. You got Antonio Gates, Eric Allen and Jared Allen, no relation, and Sterling Sharp. Now, the video was too long to show on the show, and it's a pretty emotional video. You should find it yourself. Did you see them all finding out how
I saw the Sharp one.
The Sharp one is by far the best one.
Of the 4, yes.
Sterling Sharp, who, when I was a kid, was a dominant receiver for Green Bay, had numbers comparable to Jerry Rice.
When you were a kid.
Yeah.
Sterling Sharp was in the 90s.
I was a kid then. 22? 23?
Oh, boy.
That's a kid.
Oh, boy. All right, go ahead.
Well, it wasn't black and white footage. Anyway, Sterling Sharp was dominant. I remember having his card. He deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. Took him a long time. He had to retire early because of a bad neck injury. But the clip you can find afterwards on YouTube. Search for it. He finds out. He goes over to Sterling Sharp's house, and Shannon Sharp is waiting in the basement. Sounds like a horror movie I'm setting up. But he's in the basement. He comes down the steps slowly. He creeps, and he has his gold jacket, and he's like, "Welcome." And he's like, "To my house or to your house?" He's like, "No, to the Hall of Fame." So, very nice. So those guys made it. But let's talk about the snubs, Jeff. Eli Manning, who we talked about on this show.
Yeah,
I think you even said he's probably not a first ballot guy.
He's definitely, look, if you're going straight off the numbers, he's absolutely not.
Never missed a game, but won 2 Super Bowls.
Well, he missed 1 game. Thank you, Ben McAdoo. But,
okay.
That's a different discussion
right.
for a different time.
So, but durable.
But, look, I don't have a problem with him not being a first ballot. He's going to go.
He will go, of course.
Which probably then means, because next year's class, like the first-time eligible guys next year, like Drew Brees is going to be a first ballot Hall of
Drew
Fame.
Brees, without a doubt. Third all-time, second all-time.
No doubt. And won a Super Bowl with a perennial loser franchise
correct.
also.
Oh, my God. I love that game.
Larry Fitzgerald is eligible next year.
Forget it.
I
First
think
ballot.
Larry should be a first. I think Larry probably will be a first ballot.
Absolutely.
He deserves to be.
No, he's absolutely.
And the media love him. The people that vote for it.
But also played in a Super Bowl. Almost won a Super Bowl, but didn't.
For the 4 guys that got inducted yesterday, Antonio Gates should have gotten last year.
Antonio Gates, 116 touchdowns, most by any tight end.
He's in an era that had amazing tight ends.
Right. Tony Gonzalez.
Gonzalez and Gates. Gronk was starting when Gates
Jimmy,
was
who's the Jimmy I'm trying to think of?
Jimmy Graham?
Jimmy Graham with Taylor.
Jimmy Graham was good, not a Hall of Famer, but good.
But that 4 or 5 year run.
But I mean, look, Gonzalez, Gates, Gronk, Kelsey are going to be the 4 tight ends to make the Hall of Fame from this 20.
Kittle.
No, not a Hall of Famer. Not yet, at least. Could, but not.
Borderline, yeah.
Not a Hall of Famer. But of the 4 that got in yesterday, Gates is the only one that I did not raise my eyebrows.
No, he was great.
Jared Allen, I understand he gets in. Numbers are great. I think he was a compiler that just played a lot of years.
With Kansas City, Minnesota. Yeah.
Like, all right, fine. You want to
What did you think of Eric Allen, who I watched play as a kid in the early 90s?
I will tell you, Eric Allen shocked me. Now,
that was a shock.
I don't have a problem with Eric Allen getting in.
Yeah.
Don't have a problem at all. But I was stunned that Eric Allen got it.
He was only an All-Pro like once or twice,
but he was.
But again,
he was always at the top of his position.
Yeah, it was great. And with the Eagles, he was great.
I was very surprised at that. And then,
do you know his last game? By the way, Eric Allen.
No.
Was what is this? When Brady cups the ball.
Oh, his last game was the tuck roll.
The tuck roll. He's playing for the Raiders.
Yeah. Actually, that makes sense based on the timeline. And then the question with Sterling Sharp is, did he play long enough?
Did he play long enough?
And for him, where
I think it was only 7 seasons, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was 7 or 8.
7 or 8.
It was 7.
Yeah.
But he was basically an All-Pro. He was All-Pro for half of those seasons.
Right, and he won the Triple Crown one year.
Triple Crown 1 year.
Which back then wasn't done very.
Again, one of the better what-ifs of how many Super Bowls would Favre and the Packers have won. They won one without him right after he retired.
Correct.
And were a big favorite and got upset by Elway and the Broncos.
Yeah.
The year after. But it's just a question of, did he play long enough in order to get in the Hall of Fame? And personally, I don't think so.
Well, I think his brother helped, right?
But he was that dominant for a short period of time where it's like, all right, you can't really. I get it. I was surprised. And only 4 go in. Lowest class since 2005.
2005, yeah, lowest class. I think that they kind of did that on purpose because they were saying they felt they let too many in. Sterling Sharp also, did he go to South Carolina? I think he did, right?
Yes, he did.
My buddy was my buddy when I was a kid, South Carolina. He went to South Carolina. So I was aware of Sterling Sharp in South Carolina because he was a big Gamecock fan. All right. So Eli Manning doesn't get in. And I know you're against me on this. Sean will be with me. Ben Roethlisberger gets in first ballot.
No chance.
Oh my God, Sean! How much are we betting him on this?
I want to. Okay, hold on. Again, we're going.
Absolutely, he's first ballot.
Let's take the black and gold glasses off.
Okay, I understand.
Let's take the black and let's take them off.
3 Super Bowls, 2 wins.
Let's take them off. Let's take them off here.
Greatest drive in Super Bowl.
There are only. To me, from this era, 5 quarterbacks that are getting in first ballot, where I'm cutting the era off. I'm not counting any of the guys who are.
So Peyton, you're not counting
Rodgers because he did the bulk of his work.
Sure.
But
Brady, Rodgers.
Peyton was already first ballot.
Right, of course.
Tom Brady's going to be first ballot.
Yes. Duh.
Drew Brees is going to be first ballot.
Agree.
3.
Phil Rivers, no.
No, Rivers is eligible next year. He will
Right.
not be first
No.
ballot. I think he eventually gets
Eventually
in.
we'll get him
I
because
think
of
he
the
eventually
numbers.
gets in.
Compiler.
Yes, but
Yeah.
he was always
He's a good quarterback.
Yeah,
And a good guy.
Let's put it this way: if they kept him out, I wouldn't have an issue. If they put him in,
I hear you.
don't have an issue.
Okay.
So that's the 3 that are automatically there. Aaron Rodgers goes in,
Right. First ballot.
and that's it for the first ballot. Again,
What is your reasoning that Ben Roethlisberger is not? He has.
Because he's not. Because he's.
Oh my God! The
when
touchdowns and yardage he compiled is in the top 5.
Oh, you just compile.
Come back. Okay, but also.
But here's the deal, Frank.
Oh my God,
the
Sean.
first ballot quarterbacks,
Yeah.
and this is why Eli not getting in first ballot, I think, is good.
But his numbers are pale in comparison to Ben.
I
but
don't
anyway.
care about that.
Okay.
I don't care about that.
All right.
Ben Roethlisberger is going to get in.
Yes.
He's not getting in the first ballot.
Oh my God.
Frank, I am willing to wager $500 on that.
Oh, Sean, do you want to go half on with Sean?
I am willing to wager $500 that Ben
You
Roethlisberger
don't think Ben?
will not go in on the first ballot.
Absolutely, he goes in. Okay.
$500.
Well, we have 3 more years.
Well, when did Ben retire? He retired
The
2
year
years
after, the year that we thought Brady retired, then Brady came back here. So he's been gone 3 years.
That was a very profitable week for us also. But
Right. So 27.
So Roethlisberger's last year was 21. The 21 season. He
Right.
played into
Right.
the 21 season.
Right.
22. So he's not eligible for the
27.
2022 class.
Right.
23 class, 24 class, 25 class, 26 class.
Right.
So 2027.
Yes.
I will be expecting $500 in cash from
You're
you.
not splitting that. You're not going 250 on me with that.
I am 100% certain he's not getting in first ballot.
All right, mark the tape.
If Kurt Warner did not get in first ballot,
Kurt Warner won 1 Super Bowl.
Kurt Warner also was significantly a better quarterback than Ben Roethlisberger. Significantly.
No. He had that dip in years. No.
Significantly better.
No, he was not.
Significantly better.
He had more weapons. Well, no, Ben had a lot of weapons.
Don't use that argument.
The numbers, Ben's numbers speak for themselves.
I'm not saying Roethlisberger isn't a Hall of Famer. He's not going ballot 1. We are
All right.
wasting a lot of time on
I'm
this,
taking
Frank.
the bet, $500. I don't care. We're doing it. Luke Kuechly didn't. Oh, we're shaking on it. Well, we could have done that. We could have been sitting and done this. We're closer now.
I don't know. Now I'm back farther away. Luke Kuechly could get in, but he's another one of those
No,
guys.
he will get in, yeah.
Didn't play that long, though.
No, he didn't, but excelled in his
He was awesome. though.
Defensive Player of the Year,
He's
Rookie of the
an
Year.
interesting case. Who else we got?
Adam Vinatieri.
Yeah, that was so.
If any kicker's going to go in.
That was interesting. I thought Vinatieri was going to get in last
Yeah.
night, and again, I would have put him in over both of the Allens personally.
Yeah,
That's just
absolutely.
me.
Excelled at his
Again,
position.
The Sharp one is so interesting because he was so dominant, but it was
Yeah.
so short. And then the last one is Terrell Suggs, right?
Terrell Suggs. He says who was a Raven, but again, he was on Street Smarts. I've met him a few times, so he'll get in.
I think him and Jared Allen are kind of the same vein to me. I think Sizzle was actually better than Jared Allen.
I do too.
But
Absolutely, because I
it'll
saw
take
him play twice a year too.
It'll take some time for Sizzle to get in there.
Couple years, but he'll get in.
All right, so just so we know, Vince is going to be the moderator on this.
All right.
In February of 2027, when Ben Roethlisberger is not in the Hall of Fame class, let's just make sure that is right. That is
fine.
the first year of his eligibility.
I believe so. Whatever the first year eligible. We're not going to get technical
Frank
on the air.
Nicotero will be putting $500 on hopefully this table.
No way.
For me.
No way. All right, bet is made. By the way, the NFL Honors Awards are the fan of the year was someone. Sean, what team? Was a girl from the Detroit Lions. It wasn't Seth. Seth with the flow didn't win. This is our we'd bleed, but he didn't win. So we just wanted to say we were very sad about that.
Who won?
Some girl who's a Detroit Lions fan.
Okay.
Not sure.
There was no bad choice.
There's no bad choice. It's a good thing. Okay. Let's shift to the NBA. Luka was on the court for the Lakers last night to wave to the crowd. There it is. So now listen to the reaction he gets, Jeff. Not overwhelmed by that. Now, it is an LA crowd. It's a pretty jaded crowd. They dim the lights so you can't really see if people are standing or going nuts. That was a Phil Jackson thing. He wanted the fans dark because he felt that fans were looking around to see where movie stars were.
That's the reason?
That is the reason.
Really?
He thought that it was taking the focus from the game.
That's interesting because I always thought it was so if you go to a show,
right?
You have experienced doing shows on stage.
Yes, right. Usually
the crowd is dark,
right,
and the performer is in light.
Yeah.
And my whole thought of that, why places do that, is that exact reason. The fans are in dark and the performers are
correct.
in the
Are
lights.
lit. Yeah, no, that's Phil Jackson. He didn't like
I didn't know
people
that.
were always distracted by who's at the game. They weren't paying
Very
attention.
interesting.
Yeah, so it was
good
Jack
reason.
Nicholson here, and so that's why.
Did you really need the lights in order to see Jack, though? You always knew where he was.
He always did that one seat. But anyway, so he waved. I was a little underwhelmed by the reaction. I didn't expect people to. Expected a little more like thunderous applause.
I don't know.
Maybe some LA hardcore fans aren't excited.
It's hard to tell off of that, though.
Yeah, it is. It is
hard to
true.
tell
It's
that.
just but I don't know. Luka apparently is going to be playing Monday for the Lakers. That's the rumor.
And it's against Utah, who was involved in the trade.
That's right. They were the third party. That's right. They got the
Where
draft
is
pick.
that game, Frank? Is that game in
I
Salt
think it's in LA. I think they
I was
want
going to say, if it's in Salt Lake City,
No.
let's hop in. Well, yeah, LA,
we
we can hop
could.
in the car, too. But
We could.
But it'd be
Well,
a
we
lot
get
more,
jet. Baby, get the jet.
a lot more expensive to go in LA than Salt Lake.
Yeah. But yeah, he's that's the rumor that he will make his first start on Monday for the Lakers or play. Maybe he doesn't start. I mean, I would assume they're going to start him, or maybe he comes
he'll
out.
start.
Yeah, it's Luka Doncic. So
How much more are tickets that night?
I wonder.
I'm going to check.
Check. You check on that, and I'll set up the next clip here. He waved to the crowd.
I'm gonna wave to the
We
crowd,
have the
too.
NBA All-Star roster. So the NBA All-Star game, you have washed your hands of the any All-Star game almost.
Pretty much. Again, the only
Baseball you like?
come
Come on, it's the Midsummer Classic. It's still a game.
Last year I watched the first inning because of your guys skiing,
Which was electrifying.
Which was great.
Yeah.
And that for me, I'm happy to bring the regular jersey back for baseball. So
Yes, everyone
these
in the All-Star game will wear it.
these rosters. So
Here are the rosters.
I will tell you, first off, the NBA All-Star game has been a disaster for a while.
It has been.
They was okay that year that COVID hit in 2020 when they went to the Elam rule, and then everyone was like, "Oh, we don't really care anymore."
Which rule is that?
So when there's a certain amount of time left in the game.
Oh,
and then
yeah, right.
That one. I don't know what the heck Kenny Smith was doing here with this.
Yeah, his draft doesn't look strong.
Again, there's no terrible teams because they're
Well,
all
Shaq got LeBron and AD reunited, which I found fascinating.
I mean, Chuck is Giannis, Jokic, and Shea.
Yeah.
The three best players in the NBA are all on the same team. I don't know.
Candace
see how
Parker will be a coach.
This is always a
and,
fun time,
yeah.
Valentine's Day weekend here, Frank.
Yeah.
Where is
will
it
be
this
fun.
year? San Francisco, right? Bay Area? San Francisco,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, that's Sunday, February 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's going against the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary special, which I will be watching the SNL thing.
Hold on a second. I
Yeah.
have a question for you.
Yes.
The show's name is Saturday Night Live.
Right.
Why is the special on Sunday night?
Because more eyes are on
I
Sunday.
understand
I
that,
know.
but come on.
That's a good point. That is a very good point. Why are they not doing it on Saturday night? That
I
is
will
a very
be
good
watching
point.
that as well.
That's going to be tremendous. I can't wait for that. If you haven't seen the music special, just watch the first 10
I'm
minutes.
ready. I'm ready for any Chris Farley we get.
Yeah, there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the comedy clip of the day here. Good talk on the top of the show videos. We're going to the comedy clip. Yesterday, we showed Shad Khan's $360 million, 400-foot yacht that docked in New Orleans. Did you see this thing?
Shad Khan's yacht is amazing.
It's got a basketball court, pickleball court. I said it right today, pickleball court. It's got yoga studio. It's got movies. It's got, I think...
Could we do our three-point shootout?
I think there's a mall. We could ask Shad Khan. Anyway, someone wanted to go ahead and get a free look at this, and it was the one and only Jameis Winston, who's been everywhere for Fox. So I assume we're going to see a lot of these clips on the pregame show, but here he is trying to get on the boat.
Where you going? We trying to get a ride. Let us in. Hey, I know y'all hear us. I just want a tour. I just want to touch the boat. One touch. One touch. Look, tell Shad Khan I am trying out. I'm willing to do a trial on this boat right now. Is he on the boat? I see y'all, and I know y'all see me. There's cameras that can see y'all seeing me, so come and let me on the boat. Hey! Hey!
He didn't get on the boat, ladies and gentlemen.
I know what the issue is. Well, here. I know what the issue is. They don't think I know boats, but guess what?
The guy's been amazing this
Man,
week.
Stop playing. Shad Khan.
Chaka Khan.
On his number so I can call him. Hey.
He didn't get on.
Hey. I can see you, dog. Just come and say hey, please. I got my kids. My kids just want to say hey. Do it for the kids, man.
Yeah, so Jameis made a pass, but it fell incomplete.
There's some interception joke to be made there.
Go for it.
I couldn't even think.
He didn't even get on the ball.
But, I will tell you right now, Jameis Winston is going to have a hell of a career in the media when he's done.
By the way, just hang it up now.
Let him just hang. You know what?
Just hang it up.
In all honesty, have him host SNL.
He is so good. By the way,
on Sunday,
he made a plea to the Steelers. He's like, I'd come to Pittsburgh. I mean, so he's completely put Cleveland in the rear view. They don't want him back, obviously. They got to pay a certain quarterback a lot of money. But he mentioned already, he's like, I'd go to Pittsburgh. I'd love Pittsburgh. I'd love to play for Mike Tomlin. I'm like, Sean, how do you feel about Jameis being a Steeler quarterback? Nope, I agree. Maybe a backup, but he can't be our starter.
He won't be the starter.
All right, so people in Dallas, here's another comedy clip. We got a bonus one. People in Dallas are mad about a lot. The Cowboys had a hugely disappointing season. They are not happy about the Luka trade. And this guy, we'll watch the first 45 seconds of this. This guy goes in front of the city council in Dallas. And by the way, what makes it funnier, he's wearing the shirt Alex White wore on Monday on this show. Oh. So here we go, a guy yelling at Dallas City Council. What was the whistle?
Technical foul on the Mavericks. Ejection. Nico Harrison. Listen,
Vince mouth agape.
I give you guys the business, but today I am not an adversary. Today I am a friend, not a foe, because we have all been cheated. The Dallas Mavericks traded our franchise player Luka Doncic for Anthony Day-to-Day Davis, a 32-year-old who wears street clothes.
I never heard that nickname for Anthony Davis. Day-to-Day Davis.
And tired of our city being mismanaged.
Look at their faces.
Franchise. Look at the Dallas Cowboys. They hired Brian Schottenheimer. He stinks. He's never even been a coach at any level, so I'm sick of it.
Okay.
He's a crappy coach, and now he's taking
people watching online. All right, I mean, he has a point. I mean, he's very upset, and he went in front of the city council because, they let anyone come up and speak. They give you your time.
Man, the refs are really having a fun time. They're rigging the NFL, and now they're doing this.
Here we go. Conspiracy theories abound.
All right. You know my thoughts on that already.
I know we do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, roll call. Let's see who's watching the show today. Thank you, everybody. Mini-Dar's there. PS2 for Defensive Player of the Year. I think he deserved it. He only allowed 2 touchdowns and like 300 yards passing. Something insane.
I will say this. It was a weaker year for pass rushers.
It was.
So
TJ Watt fell off a cliff.
And look, as
Hendrickson,
someone who is still angry over the fact that Darrelle Revis did not win Defensive Player in the Year in 2009, which is still the best single-season season that I can remember.
Pittsburgh boy.
I don't remember the Deion years. So
yeah. I was a kid when Deion played.
It's very nice to see a high-end corner finally win that award.
Absolutely.
A defensive back end won since Charles Woodson won.
Yeah, I know. That's amazing. No, he deserved it. I thought that was a great. I don't think Hendrickson from the Bengals deserved it. TJ, no.
Hendrickson would have been fine, but the problem was that defense was so bad that it would have been weird to give the Defensive Player of the Year to a horrible defense.
Exactly. A team that allowed as many points as they did. All right, another comment. Keith Lyles quoting Jeff Parles, "People are really dumb," Jeff's famous quote. B-Town dummy, oh boy. Frank, I don't believe that's a new desk. Pretty sure that was a Pie Gal table I lost $400 back on October, and you just refelt it. Kind of like Frank's shut up.
Wow. Wow.
Christian, I really need to pre-read your stuff. No, this table was built and designed. It was a Pie Gal table, but it was made for us. It's a beautiful table. We've got the cushions. We're digging it.
Beautiful.
Good afternoon. Joey B. Dean Hilt. The question of the day was, what's the most you've won or lost on a Super Bowl? Dean Hilt, I won a Super Bowl pool for $3,000 flat, $100 betting, $100 bet that I had KC to 7-1. Wait. Oh, that's another bet. $100 betting, I had KC at 7-1. Oh, that was last year. So he won it last year. All props last year lost. Let's see. Oh, yeah. B-Town Dummy also lost plenty on that Seahawks Patriots Super Bowl, not counting the $500 1 mile Uber. All right, we went to Arizona for the game because it was the Seahawks, Christian and I. And
this was the Marshawn Lynch doesn't get the ball.
Correct. Yeah. And we watched it at a hotel because we couldn't get tickets. So anyway, one of the nights before, we stayed with my cousin Maria and my other cousin Melissa, and we got an Uber one night. We left a big party. It was one party that kind of got us in. It wasn't a great party. But the Uber back to her place was like $400 or $500. Like they robbed Christian. And I think he ended up getting some money back. But the charge, what is it called? The surcharge, surge price. They screwed him up. Yeah, they
$400 to $500.
It was a big. There was like 7 of us, so we needed like a.
But $400.
It was Christian. I know you're being a little facetious, but let us know the exact amount.
It doesn't matter. As soon as you hit 3 figures for a ride that isn't long, that's a joke.
Okay, and by the way, yeah, I know it was ridiculous. It wasn't. It was like a 10-minute run. Joey B has a line. We always get Joey B lines. Parles versus Nicotero in a beignet eating contest. Who wins? This is bad. Nicotero minus 200. Parles plus 110. He would kill. First of all, I hate beignets. I don't even like them. It's a donut.
First off, bad take. Second off,
bad take by him?
By you.
By me?
By you.
I don't like beignets.
They're delicious. Number 2.
It's a powdered donut.
It's a. What? Oh my! Exactly. See, Ann's reaction is perfect. I couldn't have said
I'm
it better
watching your
myself.
reaction on that monitor. Looky, I prefer
Joey
chocolate.
B, first off, not only is Joey B's line unfair to the bettors by the straddle, Joey B. The line is completely and utterly wrong. So not only is Joey B running a bad sports book like he always has, he is now running a sports book that wants to destroy its customers by giving it bad straddles.
All right, well, here's another
Gotta
one.
Be better, Joey.
He's got another one. Parles versus Nicotero on a Bourbon Street dance-off contest. Parles plus 350, Frank minus 115. I like that line. I feel like I could outdance you on Bourbon Street.
Prices are all ridiculous again. What is going on with Joey
He
B
has
today?
Fun. He's having fun.
The prices are so bad. You would definitely kick my ass.
Okay.
In that.
Shucking oysters contest. Who could shuck more in 15 minutes?
Nicotero minus 5,000.
Minus 250, Parles plus 350.
Minus 5,000 on Nicotero.
I have shucked oysters before.
We have shucking experience.
I've done it there, and I did it in New Orleans a long time ago. He's got quite a few lines. JR, Johnny from the ballpark, didn't lose money, but still hurting from Super Bowl 23 in 1989 when Lewis Billups dropped what should have been an interception on the 49ers winning drive in the final minute. 49ers scored on the next play for the W. That was Lewis Billups was the Bengals. He's a big Bengals fan. Okay, hold on. Here's the last Joey B line. Parles versus Frank. Who would be first to get a tattoo after a night of drinking on Bourbon Street? Parles plus 1,800, Frank even money. That's probably.
You know what?
Yeah.
Add a few zeros to my number, and you're there.
All right, we got some.
That's the most accurate line.
That one's accurate, probably. Craig Parles, your father. Sharp may have been better with Mikowski than he was with Favre. Definitely Hall of Fame years, if not for his neck injury. So yeah, the Magic Man, Don Mikowski. That's before your time. That's when I was a kid back in 1990 when I was 21. That's still a kid, Ann.
21.
Eve Natola. Ev Natola. That Jeff guy is high AF. I don't know.
Quite.
I have to Google that. What does that mean? Drew Dog, explain that to me.
Not quite.
Roethlisberger
Not quite.
is all caps, totally first ballot, and I don't even like him. So there you go. So Ev Natola might stake horse me in case I lose. So Jerry Trevino, Ev Natola. Jerry says to that comment, I'm going to get that printed on a shirt. That guy Jeff is high AF. And he's already got the shirt. He's already at the printers. Who wants one? Not Sean, in my opinion. Eli isn't a first ballot Hall of Famer. Then Ben doesn't deserve it either. It's that simple. Give me a break, Sean. Come on. Okay. Joey B. Parles and Frank this close on the new desk. Spark's going to fly at some point. Almost happened during that Roethlisberger Hall of Fame first ballot segment. Excellent. Aaron O'Connor. Good SNL question, Jeff. That's a good question about why isn't it on Saturday. B-Town dummy. Okay, here it was. Here's the proof. It was easily $300 for $300 for 3 miles, $100 per mile. And conveniently, Frank had no money that night. I took care of other things, I think.
Wow, the most factual thing that's ever been said on this show, right?
That's another quote like your baseball. I took care of things. Craig Parles, Jameis Winston's the next JB Smooth. I like that. Chat room, very good. Make sure you place your bets down here at the South Point. It's going to be the best party in town. It's free. We're going to talk more when Chris Andrews stops by. Instead, let's get to our lines of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff has a good one. We got basketball. And we have baseball in lines of the night. Jeff, what is your line of the night, sir?
The LeBron James guy is still pretty good at this basketball thing.
It's amazing.
Last night, amazing. He's 40, by the way, which he is younger than Frank still. Just throwing that out there.
He was a kid when he watched Eric Allen play for the Eagles.
LeBron James, the first player in NBA history to have 40-plus points, 15-plus rebounds, 5-plus assists, 5-plus threes, a block, and a steal plus in a regulation game.
Ridiculous.
And he's 40. He's 40!
Against, who was it, the Clippers?
Golden State last night.
Golden State, that's right.
But,
Clippers was the other night.
It's, I don't feel like rehashing this debate right now because...
Are we talking the GOAT? Are we talking... Is this LeBron versus Jordan?
That he is able to do this at 40.
He's not slowing down.
He's not slowing down. He's been in the league 20-plus years. When he was drafted, Frank, I just turned 10, okay?
He was a kid. Now that's a kid.
I was an actual child when he was
double
drafted
digits.
in 2003.
Wow.
By the way, shout out Darko Milicic, by the way, as we know.
Darko was, yes.
But it is insane what he's
really
doing.
is.
And the fact that, look, I don't think the Lakers are good enough to win a title this year because Oklahoma City
can make some noise, but yeah, I agree.
Again, I still have questions about their defense. But the fact that they actually, there is a conversation to be had right now on that is beyond insane.
It's amazing.
Beyond insane. And how good LeBron has been.
I looked at the line during the night. I looked, and at one point he had 39 points, and I wrote Paul. I said, that's insane.
Insane.
All right, so line of the night for me is a fashion line of the night. Spring training is coming up in a matter of days, and look at these Oriole uniforms. The Orioles are bringing back their all-orange unis for the 2025 season. Kudos. Those are tremendous. I love those. The more orange, the better. Jeff is speechless. Jeff,
okay, all right.
What is going through your mind right now?
I have three things.
Three things, go.
First off, cartoon Oriole is awesome. We knew that already.
Yeah.
Second, orange is an excellent color, and the tops look great.
You don't like the pants.
Are we in the Baltimore State, the Baltimore County Penitentiary? I mean that's my problem with that.
A little bit.
They look like a jail outfit more so
I like
than anything.
them. I like them.
But no, the tops.
Yeah.
The tops with white pants. Or
you
black
do white
pants,
or black pants?
Great.
Yeah.
A white jersey or a black jersey with the orange pants.
That would look cool.
Looks good too.
A white jersey with the orange pants would be sharp.
I think the white with the orange would
Maybe
look
they
better.
mix it up. Maybe they mix and match.
But the Halloween version of a black jersey with orange pants would also look good. But it all put together,
That's why if you watch the 1979 World Series highlights between the Pirates and Orioles and the matching of uniforms for the best.
Was that when the Pirates still had the epically good uniforms?
We had the black and gold, yellow, all yellow. Yeah. They had the pinstripe whites. They had the best uniform, 79. And the Orioles were doing the black with the orange. So they were mixing it up. So there you go. All right, let's look at today's.
Those are good.
They are good.
I think the caption Caden put is right. I think.
What did he put it?
Too much orange.
Too much orange.
But I think he's right. Just too much in the end, as much as I like orange.
I like it. All right, here we go. Today's episode number is 335. 2025. Scared the hell out of us. From the grassy knoll over here, we got a Barbara Walters. Do you know where the area code of area code 335 is?
No idea.
It's Southern Alabama, Eastern Alabama.
Great.
334 was Southern Alabama. Alabama has two area codes. I thought Alabama there was so few. You just picked up the phone and just dialed an 8 to get your friend. But it's February 7th, 2025. Here are the national days. I'm going to take a breath, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot. We're getting to picks. Here we go. One of these is fake. National Bubblegum Day, National Fettuccine Alfredo Day, National Ballet Day, Numbers Day, Listen to Punk Rock Day, Rose Day, National Wear Red Day, National Give Kids a Smile Day, National Women's Heart Day, Welsh Music Day, Wave All Your Fingers at Your Neighbor's Day, National Working Naked Day, National Periodic Day, and National Send a Card to a Friend Day, and E-Day. E-Day is a number. It's that weird number.
So
all of those are.
Here's my problem.
One of them is.
And I'm in agreement with Vince. I think you've already done National Fettuccine Alfredo Day.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain you have. So I'm with Vince on. All
right. Well, let's see. So Women's Heart, Sean says is fake. Welsh Music, Jerry says fake. Vince is going fettuccine. Drew Dog says wave fingers at your neighbors. Jeff.
I'm Fettuccine Alfredo. I think you've already used that one.
Ann, do you want to play along? What do you got, Ann? Oh, Mr. Kata. What do you got?
Waving
fingers. Again, you are all wrong. I have stumped again. The fake one was Listen to Punk Rock Day. I made that one up. Was I listening to punk rock? No, I was not. But anyway, those are all real ones. The Wave Your Fingers at Your Neighbor's Day is ridiculous. Welsh, Fettuccine Alfredo, they're all...
I feel like you've already done that. That's why... Maybe you did it last year and I was here for it.
That's possible. But also, Vince, I used to do days that were days other days. Vince is like, well, isn't that a day? And I went, oh, yeah. So now I've made up complete fake ones for at least the last 3 or 4 months. But anyway, we got some celebrity birthdays, too, when we get to picks here in a minute. Garth Brooks turned 63 years old. I met Garth Brooks at a Nike store once.
Have you ever seen him perform?
I have not, and I've wanted to.
That's one I should have seen him when he was.
I agree.
Down the road from us.
I think he'll be back.
Yeah, I'm sure he will be.
He turned 63.
He apparently does an amazing concert.
I'm sure he does. Chris Rock turned 60. And one of the top draft picks in a few months, Shedeur Sanders, is 23. Rams quarterback Matt Stafford, 59.
Oh, 59?
37. But it seems like he's been around forever 59. Because he's been around and prevalent in football for a long time. We put him all in the AI machine up in Utah. We spit out this. There's Matt Stafford with the plate of fettuccine. What is in his hand? Is that a fork?
That's a fork.
It's a giant fork. Oh, it's ballet day. He's doing ballet. That is tremendous. Chris Rock, it's National Rose Day. And look, it's Will Smith. It looks like Will Smith has his hands up, ready to smack. It's National Show Your Neighbor All Your Fingers Day. The irony that it's Will Smith and Chris Rock on that National Rose Day. That's pretty funny.
How many fingers did the AI
How many
give
fingers?
Will?
He looks like he has a normal number of fingers.
I don't know. Doesn't it kind of look like 6?
It could be 6.
No, I don't know. And it might actually be the right amount of fingers, which means AI is improving that.
And Chris Rock is blowing bubbles, National Blow Bubble Day. So the Matt Stafford one is epic. Ballet, fettuccine, and his birthday.
It's the wrong number. Matt Stafford doesn't have tattoos.
They never get the numbers right.
Like, I don't know. That's Kurt Warner, by the way, 13.
Who is a Hall of Fame quarterback. I enjoyed Kurt Warner.
The AI's listening to us.
He is not better than Ben Roethlisberger. We will ask our guest. He can come in and sit in if you'd like to. We're going to do picks at 12:36 while he sits. Picks at 12:38. Why not? Here we go, Jeff. We could re-record the song right now live. Sign picks at 12:38. All right, we've been doing prop picks all day, all week, I should say. The sportsbook director. Oh, you're throwing a flag on the props?
I don't know. I meant to throw it earlier.
Okay. By the way, Chris Andrews is here, ladies and gentlemen. Chris. We're going to do Judge Chris in a minute. I'm glad he's here a little early to talk about picks and props and all sorts of things going on here at the South Point.
How many props have you given out this week now?
I didn't do any yesterday because we had Matt gave out a few and we had Joe D'Amico give out a bunch. So I've given out 2 a day, so probably 6. Some good ones. I like Travis Kelce over 9.5 first reception. Over 9.5 yards. I like that a lot.
Is there any specific reason for that?
I just feel like I can see Mahomes rolling out, looking for his buddy. They have a telepathic connection.
That's a good sign.
I have a feeling. You know me. Yeah. Oh, I have 2 that are ridiculous today, but they're worth doing.
Oh, that's good. That's a good start. All right, I'm giving 3 because these will be because we have shows the next 2 days.
Yeah.
And later this afternoon on
You have more shows, yeah.
Plenty to give out, but I'll give out 3 right now
on
the show for this audience.
All right.
We're going to go with one I discussed yesterday with our guy, Captain Jack, when I talked with him.
Captain Jack Sparrow was on the program?
Not quite.
Okay.
Captain Jack Andrews of Unabated, one of the best people in the sports betting industry.
Okay.
Grant Calcaterra, the Eagles' backup tight end. We're taking him over a half a receiving yard.
There you go. So he might get 1 catch.
1 catch
I like
1
that.
yard.
Yeah,
Good.
I like
Plus
that.
130.
Pass the line of scrimmage.
Pass the line of scrimmage. That's the key to the whole thing. It's going to be great when he does 1 catch for -1. It's going to be great. So we're on that. You know what? I saved a few of my overs for you here,
Okay,
Frank,
good,
I know
good.
you love overs.
I have 2 overs.
Devontae Smith over 51.5 receiving yards.
Okay.
Shop around as always. It all book dependent on this. He had a huge game against the Chiefs 2 years ago in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Had a big game against them in the regular season last year. Honed in on A.J. Brown, shutting him down. Yeah, the Chiefs secondary is a little bit healthier than they've been all year.
Right.
But one of these receivers is going to have a game here for Philadelphia. And I'd rather take the lower numbers on Smith than the higher numbers on Brown over. So we'll take over 51.5 on the Slim Reaper. And then the last one.
The Slim Reaper. I forgot that's his nickname.
The last one, and I know this has been, and I'm plenty of books have been bet. So shop and see if we can do better than this. And I missed the best of the number because I didn't bet it early enough. The game to still be tied after 0-0.
Yeah,
so
that was one I believe Joe gave out yesterday.
So I expect this game to be 3-3
sure,
or 7-7, whatever it is. Remember, doing Chris a favor here on this.
Yeah, let's bring Chris into the show. Go ahead, Drew Dog. We'll bring Chris here.
The game is 6-6.
Right.
Because the Eagles kicked 2 field goals and the Chiefs scored a touchdown. That doesn't count until after the PAT happens.
Right.
So when Butker makes that PAT to make it 7-6, you haven't won your bet yet.
That's
on
good.
that.
Chris is smiling. He's glad you pointed that one out.
Just remember that. Don't go to the window and yell at
it was 6-6.
Yell at poor Tom. Why did I win my bet? It's because you didn't win your bet.
There you go.
Right. Yeah, and Tom will get a lot of abuse on Sunday and Monday. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Chris, by the way, first of all, Chris is here. Chris, what do you think of the new This looks great, doesn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Looks tremendous. We all look good. You got a Penguins shirt on today?
They play tonight.
I like it. I'm wearing red because it is National Wear Red Day. You guys can thank me because it was also Dress Naked at Work Day.
Does that mean not
Okay,
dress?
all right. I didn't get.
Does that mean not dress at work day then?
Yeah, I
Technically?
don't. Yeah, it was dressed naked. Is that what it was?
Is that what it said?
Hold on.
Dress naked is not. That's not a thing.
National Working Naked Day. Oh,
Working.
dress naked. Yeah, that is an oxymoron. When I was a kid back in the early '90s, we used to say that. I have a couple prop bets, and then we'll crunch some numbers with Chris.
I'm ready to hear what you have here, Frank.
Now I'm bringing Ann into this one. Ann had a thing with the number 3, right? And Cooper DeJean, right? Remember? There was something with Cooper DeJean. He was the rotation number, I think, or something.
No, that was Isaiah Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco. Okay.
That was the rotation number. Alex brought up, I think.
Cooper DeJean.
Yes.
She brought up something with Cooper DeJean. I looked at Cooper DeJean. You know how many interceptions he had this year? None. Perfect setting for him to get it 1 in the Super Bowl. It is plus 850. That is rotation 3539. Cooper DeJean to have an interception. Why not? Why not, Jeff? Jeff, why not? Jeff, why not?
Why not? Congratulations on winning that one, Chris.
Oh, when this one hits. And then, now, correct me if I'm wrong, Mahomes plus 11.5 rushing yards over Jalen Hurts. So he's getting 11.5 yards against Jalen Hurts rush total. Is that correct? That's the bet?
Is that what we have it?
Yes.
Okay.
Sean, am I reading that right? Rotation number.
I hope you're reading it right.
Where's the
because
packet?
if that's the case, then I kind of like the other side on that.
Yeah.
Do you like Jalen Hurts to outrush Mahomes by 12 yards? Mahomes, who in the Super Bowl.
Feels relatively, honestly, a little light, if anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd be against
I was
you on
just
that.
charting, because when I go on your show today, it's
we're gonna
at
have a
2
lot to
o'clock.
talk about.
Well, I want to make sure I have the current numbers.
Okay.
So, I mean, they're flying all over the
Right,
place. So
okay.
I can't remember where we're at.
All right, and how's the action been? As Jimmy said, he felt like it was going to be the busiest. Well, and we saw a stat earlier this week. It's going to be the busiest Super Bowl, highest bet Super Bowl.
Who said that?
I think it was 1.39 billion. It was BetMGM or something, or
Well, not here in Nevada. it won't be.
Okay.
I
All
don't
right.
think so.
No? Okay.
I don't think so.
is it because the team, like, there aren't like people? A lot of people have, myself included. I don't really care who wins, right? I'm not really rooting for a team. So does that hurt the betting? So there's people not as passionate about a bet. I don't know.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Okay.
I think that there's no number out there that people would like have to get.
Okay.
If you miss the pick 'em and you have to lay 1, I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world.
Right.
Or conversely, if you want to bet +1 and you wind up getting a pick 'em, like, okay, well, you're still going to bet the game. But I've been saying since the beginning, I think the props will outright the game. I think the props are really doing a lot of business.
Wow.
The game, we'll see. I mean, I just talked to 2 of my guys back there. They think we'll do a lot of business on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
I hope so. But I also have been saying since this whole thing started, I think the fires in L.A. have to hurt us. I mean, that's all.
Oh, a lot of business coming up from LA usually.
A lot of previously disposable income is no longer that disposable. Guys got to, rebuild houses and, all kind of problems that are associated with, that swath of fires that was, I mean, devastated, our feeder market.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think in the end that's going to hurt us.
Very interesting. Sean, you just put up there, or we saw, Mahomes is plus 9.5 now. 9.5, yep. So,
They took the 11.5. Then.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually like Hurts even more now on that, honestly. Now that you only have to.
I know who I'm rooting for then if they go now.
That's interesting. I don't know. That's funny. Yesterday,
right,
so real quick, I just throw this out there because, again, on Sports by the Books page, we talked to Captain Jack. It's a 2-part interview, do's and don'ts, and then what Jack likes in the game.
Oh, make sure you check that out.
Make sure
for
you
sure.
check that out for sure. And one of the things Jack liked was Mahomes' rushing yards under. Where if his rushing yards go under, it's going to be very hard for Mahomes to probably cover a number against Hurts in the matchup.
I would say.
Okay.
So just throwing it out
The thing
there.
about Mahomes, I mean, Mahomes is going to have maybe a couple runs that are
Couple scrambles.
You need scrambles.
Yeah.
I think they're going to try to keep him in the pocket.
Yeah.
But whereas Hurts is going to have actual running plays.
Called running plays. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. That's good. That's I like hearing both sides. Okay. Before we get on to Judge Chris, because he brought his gavel, Joey B just said, Judge Andrews with the gavel. Love it. Keith Lau, my favorite segment's Judge Chris Andrews. And a lot of positive stuff. So we appreciate it. Ben Roethlisberger, first ballot Hall of Famer or not? Jeff and I have made a $500 wager on this for 2027.
Well, I know which side you have.
Well, yeah. No, that's not even a win. That's not a Judge Chris. No, that's.
He already had
the gavel go.
He
He's already in character, ladies and gentlemen.
Sufficient.
No, I'm just. before we even get to the topics I had, what do you? I mean,
I think he's first ballot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you shocked that Eli wasn't, or you're?
I'm not shocked. You know, really, if you look down at Eli's career, I mean, it's. I don't want to say controversial. There's a lot of pluses and minuses.
Sure.
Personally, I'd vote him in just because he beat Brady twice. I mean, without him, Brady would have 9 Super Bowl.
I know, that would be ridiculous.
I mean, you know, I don't know if I could live in this world with that. You know.
I don't know.
But because of that, I would definitely put.
And I love Kurt Warner. I think Kurt Warner's great. I'm glad he made the Hall of Fame. But come on. Okay, we're gonna we'll
no, and I'm okay. I'll leave the gavel alone. But here's the thing with I think Roethlisberger should be first ballot Hall of Fame. Nothing wrong with Kurt Warner, but let's remember he played for 3 different teams. Mm-hmm. So the Cardinals got rid of him.
Then the Giants
went to the Giants. Was not very good with the Giants.
Rams.
Wound up with Arizona. It's kind of like off the scrap heap. Right. So his
started with the Rams. Great years in
unbelievable with the Rams.
I mean, let's just.
That's one of the
greatest show on turf.
That's one of the great years of all time.
Unbelievable.
One thing I am going to throw out.
Okay, go for it.
If it's not for Santonio Holmes here, not like.
But we did have Santonio Holmes. It did happen.
I'm not. Of course it was. It's one of the best plays in Super Bowl history.
That whole drive, Santonio was
he had 3 receivers. When he was the greatest show on turf.
Yeah.
Of course. Look, they're.
And Torrey Holt should be in, by the way.
Torrey Holt, yes.
I don't think he got in.
Is he still not?
Or did he know Andre Bruce didn't get?
Who's Andre Bruce?
It was Andre Bruce. Isaac Bruce.
Yeah.
Andre Bruce played for. He played for somewhere.
He was a defensive end.
Yeah, he played for somewhere.
Torrey Holt is still not in. Yeah,
that's what I thought. Yeah, that he should be.
I mean, listen. Every this is football. Everybody has guys with them.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay, if he didn't have Santonio's. If he didn't throw the most perfect pass in the history of the NFL with three defenders,
he shouldn't have thrown the ball.
There.
To be honest, he even said, "I probably shouldn't have thrown that ball."
Well, that's what he's saying now. But I heard what Santonio said. He gave me the nod, and when we were breaking the huddle, he says, "I knew that ball was coming."
And the play before, Santonio dropped the ball on the other end of the end zone, and that could have been it. But all right,
well, we'll find out in 3 years, Frank.
We'll find out in 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in 3 years. Okay, here we go. Time for Judge Chris Andrews. Here we go. The gavel. All right, Chris. Oh, my God. There it is. 3 hammers. 3. All right, here we go.
Did we make that intro scarier?
It is a little frightening. It is scary. It's pretty scary.
Well, it goes with the new desk.
It goes with the new desk. All right, first topic. We want to talk about the Super Bowl party that will be here. We want to point out that it's free here at the South Point, which is unbelievable. Come to the South Point. I'll be here running around with Drew Dog. We're going to shoot some stuff. We'll be in the sports book. We'll hit the showroom. We're going to go upstairs. We're going to be everywhere. Best party in town. Make sure you come down. Now, go ahead and throw the graphic up. I want to show these prices. Chris, you tweeted this the other day.
Yeah.
Prices will be about the same. So there's the big game food. So first, here's the first topic. Jeff, you go first. You have $10 to spend. What are you getting?
Wow.
$10. Whoever spends the 10 the wisest. Go for it.
See, now that's the key part of this, of the $10 the wisest. Now, do we have the drink prices too, or are we just doing food?
We're just going food. This is just food. Food. You got $10 on food.
All I'm going to tell you is that I'm taking one of the more pricey things on the menu first. But that meatball sub is elite.
Okay.
It is an elite meatball sub.
All right, meatball sub.
That's upstairs.
All right, can you throw that back up again, please, Drew? That's $6.
We'll do $6.
Okay, there you go.
And then you know what? We gotta be able to get some variety here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with the hot dog, just classic. We'll get it with mustard on it and no ketchup.
All right, then some Lipitor.
That's fine.
Okay.
Not yet for me. Maybe down the line, but not yet. And then, those individual popcorn bags are.
I know
nice
you're a
size,
popcorn guy. That's
and it's $1 each. I think I just take 2 bags of popcorn and I'm set for the whole game. I know I don't have any sweet things in there, but I'm watching a ball game. I don't necessarily need sweets.
All right, Drew, give me full screen one more time, please. Please, one more time.
Give it to him.
Give me full screen if you can on that. All right. Well, there we go. I'm going $6 on the pulled pork sandwich. I'm taking a pulled pork sandwich for $6. I feel like this is on Wheel of Fortune. Candy bar for $2, popcorn for $1. That's $9. I tip $1. Boom. Go ahead, Chris. Hit it.
Oh man, that's tough. I'm going to rule for Frank, though. I'll tell you what, the pulled pork is unbelievable.
I had it last year at the tournament.
I mean, listen, there's nothing wrong with the meatball.
They're
sauce.
both good.
Yeah.
They're both
the
good.
pulled pork. I mean, matter of fact, I had a friend of ours, Patrick Everson, who does a lot of stuff. He says, my wife's coming down there for no other reason than to get a pulled pork sandwich.
Pulled pork is killer. I had it during the tournament last year,
great.
which we'll have it again.
Excellent,
It's excellent. All right, so
but if you go meatball sauce, that ain't so bad.
that ain't so bad.
You got the dollar tip, but that kind of, you know, but
You know what? I realized that after the fact that I forgot to play the.
Got to help them out. You know,
Yeah.
throw
And
them a bone.
You had a sweet in there too, you know. It's
Yeah,
it
it
could
was
go
a-
either way.
All
And the
right.
hot dogs, we have the hot dogs every day.
All right, here we go. We're going to talk Super Bowl. We're here for the Super Bowl. Give me a believable matchup for Super Bowl 60 next year in Santa Clara. Whoever's the most believable to Your Honor, Judge Andrews.
Well, you go first.
I will go first.
Because I don't want to pick the same thing as you.
I will say that they knocked on the door once, they kicked on the door, and now they're going to slam the door in. I will take Detroit. Is it an easy pick? I'll take Detroit. Am I going with the logo, and then I'm going to take another blue team because the logo is blue? Do I take the Bills? I can't say my favorite team. Do I say the Chiefs?
Really thought about this one. There,
I did.
Chris.
Well, I'm trying to make it in the moment. I'll take Detroit, and in the AFC, I will take who? Clock. I know. I'll take the Buffalo Bills. I'll go Buffalo, Detroit. All right.
Calling the clock.
All right, fine. That's fine. I probably deserve that.
All right.
Believable matchup, Super Bowl 60 a year from now.
You know what? I'm going back to the well from last year. 49ers bounce back.
Oh,
get
and
back
play
to
in
the
their
Super Bowl
home
and play in
stadium.
their home stadium against the Kansas City Chiefs, and they finally beat them. I'm going to go with that.
Whoa. So you got the Chiefs again.
Yeah, I got until further notice, I'm going to be like Chris Berman, who picked the same Super Bowl
He picked
matchup
Buffalo
for a
forever,
decade.
yeah.
Buffalo and San
Buffalo and
Francisco.
the Niners,
Circle the
yeah.
wagons,
Decade
yeah.
straight. But yeah, I'll go Niners and
Oh,
Chiefs.
man. See, I like the Niners better than Detroit. Detroit losing their two coordinators, I think, is really going to hurt.
true.
'Cause I'm not
That's
sure
true.
Campbell is a great strategist as a coach. He's great for what he's done, you
Yeah.
know, installing, the whole mantra and everything else for Detroit. But I haven't heard who he hired yet for coordinators. But I think San Francisco has a great chance of coming back.
All right, go ahead,
And
Rule.
Buffalo,
Go ahead, hit the gavel.
I think I can't go with Kansas City.
All right,
So I
but
grudgingly go to Frank.
Oh man, I'm throwing the flag out.
throwing a
Judge.
flag.
Throwing the flag
Your
out, Judge.
Honor, that is contempt of court right now. You
That's
should
going
go
to cost you $25.
the kangaroo court. You got to pay. All right, now I know we always like to do a fun Vegas one or just a food one. I'm doing it. Last meal on death row.
You go first.
You're on death row. I have to go first.
Yes, you're undefeated. I think.
All right.
Yeah.
This is worth 3 points, so you could still win if you top this.
What do we play? What's the Family Feud?
Yeah, this is survey says.
Yeah.
All right, last meal on death row, and you can indulge. You can overeat because
Yeah, why not?
you'll be dead. I'm going to go my mom's spaghetti and meatballs, a giant plate of spaghetti and meatballs with extra sauce. Then I'm going to take an In-N-Out burger, double on the side. I'm going to have a couple of Cokes and a beer. And then for dessert, I'm going to have homemade chocolate chip cookies. So spaghetti, In-N-Out, chocolate chip cookies, Cokes, and a beer. It's a full meal. No roughage, no salad, no vegetables. I'm dead. So, Jeff, your last meal on death row.
Call up. Boy, this is.
And I sent you this one last night.
No, I know, but
So
this is still tough because, like, when I was thinking about it, you can go with so many great options where I'd get the lamb chops from just over there.
God, he's going to a South
over there at
Point
Michael's.
restaurant.
You could do that.
Oh, come on.
Get a big old lobster tail as well.
Overrated, but okay.
That's okay. It's okay. You're not judging, hopefully.
I am not.
Appetizer, like, you got to balance it out a little bit, right? That's
Right.
why I think your meal has some balance to it. I think it has some good balance to it.
Well, I'm thinking
take a Junior's cheesecake to end it. So I'm gonna go lamb chops from Michael's plus the.
It goes with the lamb
lobster
chop to
tail
the Greek judge.
And a Junior's cheesecake at
All
the end.
right,
That's what
okay.
I'm going with.
Could this be any more obvious?
Oh, my God.
Jeff.
He went lamb. This is such bull. You
Okay,
told him.
well,
He
listen,
played to the judge. That's the whole thing.
First of all, lamb would probably be in my.
Well, we're curious of what yours would be.
It might be ribs. I love
your
barbecue
ribs. Okay, ribs
I
are
love
good.
Ribs.
Your
Tell you a
ribs.
quick story. I had this one restaurant that we love to go to in Nevada City. Got to know the chef and everything else. Had the best creme brulee I've ever had. I would get creme brulee for dessert.
Crack it. It's the best.
And he'd always come out and talk to us, and I was with my old girlfriend. And I said, if I'm ever on death row, last thing I want to eat is your creme brulee.
There you go.
And my girlfriend, she says, well, I'll make sure you get that in case. I said, by the way, if I'm ever on death row, you ain't figured to be here.
I saw that.
And she had the kind of sense of humor that she could laugh at that. So,
If I'm on death row, you're not around to get me creme brulee. Funniest story of the week right there. That was excellent.
It's perfect.
Okay, so there you go. I do have a clip I wanted to show both of you. I saved for everybody. So let the drunkenness begin this weekend in New Orleans, right? But
when did it stop?
Exactly. But here's my question to you guys. This is just fun. This isn't being judged. The Waste Management Phoenix Open is also this weekend. Why they scheduled it during the Super Bowl?
Always that week.
It's always the Super Bowl weekend?
Always.
Okay, well, there you go. I'm an idiot. But anyway, we have this gem from last year. So this was the highlight of last year. Oh, no, this is this year. This guy, Wasted Management. This is yesterday on Thursday. That's the first. They did not let him beyond the barrier there. He had about 12 green plastic cups. The 16th hole, of course, is where all the action happens. We have a clip from last year. We have the girl, right? This was the girl. This is last year. This is what happens on the 16th hole. Madness. She doubled the beers. She became an internet star. So this is what we can expect. Now, Monday, we're doing a big Super Bowl review show. Alex will be here. Chris, if you want to stop in, talk about the sport. Are you off on Monday?
Not this Monday.
Not this Monday. If you want to come in, we're going to talk all about the Super Bowl. We'll have tons of footage from here and all the parties and all the behind-the-scenes stuff. I will have to keep an eye on this because I know there's going to be a couple good clips. And someone online said this is a bucket list sporting event to attend, that it's that much fun. I don't know. I'm not a big golf guy, but
Super Bowl week though.
Super Bowl weekend. I know that's why did they do it on purpose?
Just the way that the schedule's always been. The Waste Management Open is the same week as the Super Bowl, which was a lot of fun 2 years ago.
It does look like a lot of fun, but
Super Bowl weekend.
I've quoted Johnny Avello, our good friend, for a couple times. He says, if you can't make it to Vegas, go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The parties and everything. Las Vegas is the place to be, not the Super Bowl. I've been to one Super Bowl. I've been to a couple Final Fours. All those are just better. Not so much the Final Four, but the first 4 days of the tournament.
Yeah.
These are like the iconic Las Vegas events.
Yep.
You got to come to.
And you got to come to the South Point. Again, it's free admission. A lot of people around town. Most places are charging just to get in the door. Doesn't happen here. Chris, what else should we say about the party? It's going to be here, upstairs.
Oh, there's a couple, private parties that, mostly for like slot customers and that kind of stuff.
Right.
But we had a meeting the other day. We're probably going to have about 2,500 in the big exhibit room.
That's around what we had for the tournament too, right?
And then this will be full. I don't know how many's in here.
Yeah.
The showroom. Get to the showroom early. Still say the best TV in town.
They're probably camped out already.
There might be. The lounge, the Silverado Lounge, the Grandview, and then that little auxiliary room over there.
Oh yeah,
We think we might have as many as like 7,000 people in this place, which is
can't wait.
I'll tell you what, the sport. I think the Super Bowl's been a little slow. Did you walk through the casino? It is not a little slow.
Yeah, it's packed in
but
there.
Again, we're the South Point.
Yeah, it's the South Point, baby. All right, Jeff, where are you watching the Super Bowl?
More likely than not upstairs. But
okay, good. I will be here as well.
I know you will be around property shooting.
We'll be
stuff
around.
For,
Drew Dog and I.
Monday.
Vince will be around upstairs as well. Ann, or what are you staying home? I'll be here. She'll be here. All right, we're all going to be here.
This is the game's not on Peacock this year.
Alex might grace us with her presence. She said she has a couple stops. There's a guy blowing his nose outside the set. Perfect way to end the show. Well, we got Kenny White's dog of the day real quick. Oh, we have a single shot on Jeff.
Oh.
Single shot on Jeff.
Very good.
Jeff didn't even ask for it. Oh, hit with Kenny White's dog of the day. San Jose State plus 14.5 at Boise State tonight. San Jose State.
Are we still certain that's not Clippy's dog?
Whose dog?
Clippy.
Who's Clippy?
The paperclip from the Microsoft
Word. Oh,
Word.
yeah, kind of looks like it.
It looks like Clippy's dog.
Speaking of dogs, don't forget the 21st Puppy Bowl. And there's one from Eastwood Ranch named Samson. That's the where I adopted Scooby. A lot of dogs will be up for adoption. Puppy Bowl. You can actually wager on it, some offshore things, but 21, Super Bowl 21, just set your recorder for that. And here's our dog of the day, ladies and gentlemen. What do we got here? When your sibling snitches on you. Oh, who did it? Yeah, they're like, who ripped open the garbage?
One of the classics.
No, he's like, what? How could you do that to me?
Ratted me out.
Ratted me out. And then the little dog in the middle. I love it. It's Super Bowl weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Nowhere else you should be than the South Point. Please come down. Good luck to everybody. You guys in the chat were outstanding. We appreciate you guys watching the show. And we'll be back on Monday with a giant Super Bowl review show. It's going to be great. Thanks for watching Punchlines. Line stands for live in Nevada every show. Bye.